like that. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got me now? Okay. Do it again so she gets really, that's very important. Very important, honey. Why is she not doing it to you? Because she can do. Okay, go ahead. Very important. Ask him if he's practicing or are we going to go on?
Mr. Szasz, are we going to practice or?
You know, during the late 50s, I used to live in Rome. I was in Germany for a long time working the bases, the military shows. But then I was in Rome doing a movie called La Dolce Vita and for Fellini. And I was one of the camera guys running around with Anita Ekberg. And I did a lot of films there. I did voiceovers and things. And I lived in Europe and I loved it. But one country I did not go was Budapest, Hungary. I have a lady today. I love her. Lula Violet Szasz. Szasz. How are you?
Hi.
From Budapest.
Yes, you missed a great deal.
Did I?
Yes, yes. It's unbelievably beautiful.
Uh-huh.
You have to come there.
That's
when
where
I am there,
that
you
is
will
where
be
that is
treated
where
royally.
that's where Jaja's from.
Yes.
They are both sisters. They're all the Gabors.
Three.
Uh-huh. Now, Lula, tell me, you were married to a one. I saw your 60 Minutes. You were on 60 Minutes just a few years ago, and it was a great story about you and your husband, who is a great artiste. His name is?
André Szasz, and he called one of the greatest one, not by me, by Dr. Raymond Stites. He's the most serious critical.
He certainly is. I like to take a look at that one painting up there, what's his. Look at that. That one above, is that beautiful? And the one...
Is the Madonna with the child?
Is that it?
Yes.
And what's the other one down? What is that
Look
one?
the details.
Uh-huh.
The other one is just a poster for one of the exhibitions.
Ah, his
It's
works.
the sun.
His works are very, very expensive. On
is.
60 Minutes, my God, he says beautiful, beautiful stuff. Lula, I mean, you live, first of all, living in Budapest as a young girl.
Yes.
Tough because it was red, that was the red country. Communists.
Yes,
Communists.
It was not that bad for me because my father was an orthopedic surgeon.
Uh-huh.
And the doctor always was respected and appreciated.
Uh-huh.
Special him, he did the best knees surgery. And I got a very good school, free of charge, all the way to
Growing
the
up
university,
as a young girl.
which helps, you know.
So you come from a rich family. You had money. You're very fortunate. Some weren't. But,
But I never felt I am rich because I was 9 years old when I, without my parents' knowledge, I delivered silk paper to the flower store and made money.
Is that what you did?
I did all my life.
So you worked?
I did all my life. I am a self-made kid, a self-made grow up, and a self-made wife.
But
and I think I was a great manager.
But that time in the 50s and the 40s and the 50s,
Don't
tough.
go back that far.
Well, why
on.
not? I want to say, because now in the 70s, hey, they're living like, they're fantastic. They're living beautifully. What's happening there now?
It's a big difference. It's really let's face it,
Uh-huh.
we never ever have been a communist country. Khrushchev called us the goulash communist people. We born to make money, to be free, and to like to collect for
Right,
ourselves.
right.
You know.
Sassoon, but your husband, how did you meet him? This great artist?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. That's
I do
in
want to believe
8
it. Go ahead.
books. 8 books. It's already. He saw me at my university teacher lecture,
Right.
and he followed my car.
Uh-huh.
And 3 days later, he made the appointment with my husband, who was an oral surgeon and a dentist. And he came with a big bouquet of orchid,
Uh-huh.
a bottle of cognac.
Uh-huh.
And my husband, what I ever know about Szasz, I learned from my first husband. He adored him.
Uh-huh.
He had a collection.
So you were married before?
Yes.
What did
I
your
was
husband...
married when I was 18 years
Uh-huh.
and 3 months old.
Uh-huh.
And then he came,
Right.
and my husband come very excited and said, the great Szasz made appointment and he's here.
Yes.
And I don't want to waste his time. Could he come in the family entrance? I said, come on, that's your house too. He came and he said, probably he go for a party. He have a bouquet. He was shocked when he gave the bouquet to me
Uh-huh.
and the cognac to him. And this, my husband, all my husband I call most of.
I love
two
you
of them.
Hungarian women, all your husbands, like
All
Jaja, all you
Sorry,
husbands you have.
2 of them.
That's okay.
I am behind her.
I know you Hungarian women always
I
talk about
call-
your... Go ahead.
I call on the family name, Bella and Szasz.
Bella and Sas.
Szasz. And the Bella said, I'm doing for you a beautiful teeth. And he said, yes, my teeth needs to
Uh-huh.
prepare them to your for your help.
Uh-huh.
But I am not here for this reason. I'm here to ask you to release your wife. I want to marry her.
Ah, so
I
you-
shocked.
So what happened? You went to... But you came to Toronto. You didn't come to America right away.
Yes, then we
You
come
moved to Toronto,
yes,
Canada.
We married 7 of January, 69.
That's
and
a good
we
year.
Came, Yeah, we came 17 of January to Toronto.
Uh-huh.
Before he had no permit to leave the country.
Right.
But between Canada and Hungary was a culture exchange.
Right.
Contract,
Uh-huh.
and they let he come out.
I
and the
see.
first show was opened by Trudeau.
Uh-huh. But may I say something?
Otto.
You moved to Toronto, and your husband became very well known in Toronto, in Canada, with his artwork.
It's helped.
Tell me about
I
it.
already talk English. I was in 1960
Uh-huh.
top model in New York,
Right.
and that's helped. I speak the language, you know.
Uh-huh.
You can hear it still not speaking really
How
good.
many languages do you speak? The
German,
Française?
Hungarian, a little bit French, because I have a small gallery in Paris too. But most of them I call macaroni language.
Galleries. You have galleries all over the world, practically.
Yes, I love to make galleries. I used to have across Canada 17 galleries.
17 across Canada. In Montreal, too?
Montreal.
It's my favorite place, Montreal.
Yes,
I love
Toronto.
Montreal.
Mine too.
Toronto's very English, but that's okay. I find Toronto...
I think it's more French.
Oh, Toronto? No. it's
Lots
not.
of- no,
Montreal.
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 I am sorry, I'm sorry.
Oui,
Shh.
madame. That's
Back
okay.
it.
That's
I took
okay.
it back.
This is your husband. One of his works. Look at this. This does remind me of Picasso. Can I have this? Or you? Look at this. Look at this. It's like Picasso. What is that? It's interesting. This is Sammy Davis Jr., is it?
I hope you recognize it. I made it when I was 4 years old.
4 years old. God, it's beautiful. I didn't recognize, I must tell you. But this is beautiful. This right here. What is this? Let's see
This
this.
is Szasz, his favorite about the city life.
Uh-huh.
We living like cut from the nature,
Look at that
built
right there.
above each
Uh-huh.
other, and the smog. And if you see in the smog is we wearing a mask
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
to
Beautiful.
survive.
Is this your husband right here? I want to see.
Yes.
This is your husband?
That's on Homby Hills.
And Homely Hills?
Yes.
Oh, so you did move to California after
Yes.
Toronto. I want to get back to Toronto. Tell me more about
74.
Toronto.
Toronto is his favorite city. He don't like any. He's a Transylvanian, you know.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, and Transylvanian, it's never learn any language and never like any other
Is that where
country.
Dracula is
Like-
from? Dracula.
Don't
Come
say
on.
that.
Why? Are you people from Hungarians
He
don't like...
hates it. He hates
When
it.
you see these
He
movies-
says it's a Hollywood. Lugosi
Yeah,
made millions with sugar, you know?
yeah.
The
It's not
movie
that way
producer.
in...
No, come on. It's a
it's
made-up story.
There is no haunted...
No.
no, really?
No haunted castle, nothing like
So
this.
tell me about Toronto. I love Toronto. So you move there and you open a gallery there?
And what I want to tell you,
Uh-huh.
we were 4 years in Paris, and when we came back, he said, my Toronto.
My Toronto.
My Toronto, first time, and whatever he said about the city,
Uh-huh.
except Hungary,
This
except
I love.
Budapest.
Look at this. May I get a picture of this? Oh, God, look at that. That is beautiful.
This is a François Villon figure,
Uh-huh.
and
God, he's
with
talented.
all the details.
What is this? Fish? Fish. Look at that.
Yes, it's fish, and if you look carefully, there is the strange fish, the travelers.
Uh-huh. Do you have this painting? Or
Yes.
You have it at your
Yes.
studio. You have a studio here in Beverly Hills. It's on Burton Way.
9865, Little Santa
Little
Monica.
Santa Monica, I mean.
On the same side of
Across the street from the
where-
peninsula.
Yes, and the
You're-
same side there is the Starbucks.
Uh-huh. So you're right across the street.
One of my clients who owns the Peninsula Hotel. One day I have to tell you how I met with him. He come to the, I have
the
to tell
owner?
you, no.
Go
He
ahead.
come in the gallery, and he looked so poor, so rundown.
The owner of the peninsula?
Yes, rundown gym shoes and all these.
Uh-huh.
And I tell to the gallery director, to everybody give $1 who
Uh-huh.
stop by. I said, give to this $2. I said in Hungarian, she's
Uh-huh.
Hungarian. He looks like he needs it. And meanwhile, I am on the phone, and he said, we have the mutual doctor, Dr. Bosch, and I am the man who owns the hotel. I dropped the
peninsula?
phone. I dropped the phone. I said, I am sorry, I am sorry.
Does he buy things from you?
Yes, he bought.
This is your husband. I love this. Isn't he handsome? He looks like Leonard, right? Bynes, our guy from New York.
You know, he paints with
looks-
hands and fingers, but I always made a fun on him. We could take off his bra and paint with his eyebrow. Did you see?
I love your
It's good
chinchilla. Is that a chinchilla you got on here?
Yes.
You're a
This-
lady of fashion, it seems to me,
Thank you
Lula.
so
You're very
much.
fashionable.
Actually,
because,
this is in the British Museum in
because you
London.
go all over Beverly Hills, and you're very fashionable here. I see. Look at you with all these wonderful celebrities in this book here. Look at this. Tony Curtis. Who else? You got.
I made his gallery.
You're at Tony Curtis's gallery.
Yes.
Can
on,
we get down all these little
right.
pictures if we
This
can?
is the bronze door
Uh-huh.
at the Hornby Hills house.
Uh-huh.
And that's the bedroom with the huge Szasz porcelain mural.
I see.
A little bit bigger has in the Hungarian Opera House, which is 27 meters.
Is name Lula? Is that your real name, Lula?
No, my husband gave it to me.
Because that's
My first husband called me Lula. If you read backwards,
like Lula.
it means in the top.
I like
I
Lula.
like it. I
Lula.
like it. It's already 8 books appearing like Lula.
Tell me, are you going to write a book about your life? About
They already written one, and it's come up the second one. It was a bestseller. Not I write it. It's a big writer in Hungary,
Right.
Koltai,
Right,
Mr.
right, right.
Koltai. I just
Go ahead.
send the tape, you know, and he
This
writes
is
it.
beautiful. This is colorful.
This is about all of us. This is called the stage. And it's the 3-figure kind of surrealistic butterfly. It depends to you which stage you occupy on the life.
But his work is colorful, isn't it?
I think
Lots of
so.
color.
I think
I know we're
so.
doing the show in black and white, but it's a lot of color. Look at this. Good God. What is this, Lula?
This is God.
God.
And this
Oh.
is the Hungarian Beatles Orchestra great record cover,
This is
which
beautiful.
he doesn't want to make it.
And your
lots of
husband doesn't
things.
live here. He lives in.
He used to live here, but he
But he
had
moved-
4 bypass.
He moved
And we
back
have a
to.
beautiful castle in
Yeah, the
Hungary.
castle in Budapest.
Beautiful.
Big castle.
And he's very happy there.
Tell me about the
because
castle.
it's
Is it cold?
winter.
They usually say
Very cold.
it's cold.
Very cold and too many employees and they always fight. Here my house only 14 rooms.
14 rooms?
If the maid is sick, pardon, I never say maid. My help is sick
Your
because
house.
she does the job that I hate to do. Then I do myself and I able to do. But 21 rooms you cannot clean.
21 rooms. You live
And
alone there,
always-
do you live? You live alone? Yeah, alone?
Here?
Yes.
Here is only 14 rooms. I said
No, but
21
you
rooms.
live alone.
Absolutely.
There's no man in your life
Oh,
right
I
now.
want to bring my partner,
Who's your partner?
my Great Dane.
Oh, you got a Great Dane.
Yeah.
This I
And a
love.
Schnauzer.
Lula, tell me about
And
this.
I have a Schnauzer.
This was in a book. This is beautiful. Look at you here. I like
Yeah.
to show this. Look at this. This full. Look at you. You look like Onassis. Look at the mouth and Onassis. Very much Onassis here.
Thank you so much.
Look at this. This is beautiful. They're telling you about, what is this, Lula? Can we focus up here? I like this. This is naughty. Right here, look. Can you get that? Look. Oh, I love that, Lula. Is that at your
Thank
home?
you.
That's wonderful.
Yes, that's a beautiful.
Showing your legs, darling. I think that's fun.
That's a I
Here's
did
another
for
one I
fun.
love. You're sitting around your home. Is this it?
Yes.
Look at that.
I did
love-
for fun.
It's fun, isn't it? For this book. What is this book? Is this
It's a kind of artistic
artist book? Uh-huh. Oh, this is fun.
book
Lula,
about,
listen, look at this. This is fun right here. I love that. Look at that.
They give me those days Elizabeth Taylor had a hair like
Can
this,
we go
black
back to
and
this
white.
again? Just try it back. For that. Look, that is very much Elizabeth Taylor. Look at that. You
My
like-
mother used to look.
Uh-huh.
They asked in Stockholm, where my brother lives
Uh-huh.
as an architect, and they stopped my mother for a sign, and they were shocked when my mother didn't sign Elizabeth Taylor.
Uh-huh.
She looked exactly like.
You're always in the magazine. Give me that paper right there. You're
Oh,
always.
these I am very proud of. This.
What is
This
that?
I made for the former inner city artist. I made the art show
You made an art show for the inner city people?
in my gallery,
Uh-huh.
and I am very proud of this
You had a-
because most of those talent
Uh-huh.
artists very talented.
From the inner city.
And it's my philosophy. You have to dream, grow up, achieve.
Uh-huh.
And you only can, you know what my husband used to say? I am lucky you are my wife and I went to abroad. When you are a small country behind an iron curtain, which
Right.
we had those days, you cannot be world famous. Your
Wait,
work
was
doesn't
it
go
tough
out.
for you, Lula, at that time behind the Iron Curtain, though? I'm going to ask you again. Was it tough for you?
I don't, I was child.
Uh-huh.
I was child, you know, and as a child, everything is happy for
Happy.
you.
Yes, right,
You
right.
know, even I never saw an orange.
Did you
Up when I was 11 years
You
old.
never saw an orange?
No,
Really?
we didn't have it. We had the war.
Oh, but
Don't
you do have
forget.
great pastries in Hungary. Oh,
Yeah, we do.
The pastries.
We do.
Cafe,
The 60
cocktail.
minutes.
Pardon? Vietnamese.
He went to the Gerbo,
Uh-huh.
who made the report with us
Uh-huh.
for the 60 minutes, and he said he want to go, meanwhile he's in Budapest, want to go to the Gerbo every day,
Uh-huh.
and then he did.
How's Budapest now? It's much
It's a
very,
beautiful...
very happy now. People,
And, yeah, as I mentioned to you before, we never had real communism. We never. We always, as Khrushchev called us, the goulash communist people. And that's one way is true, you know. We have too much hunger for freedom and to owning things.
Right, right.
Own. You know, you cannot make people communist. By the way, they like to share, but they don't like to be taken.
I see. They like to help others.
Yes, they do.
Hungarian, the Hungarian goulash.
I do the best.
Do you really? I
I do
love
the best.
Hungarian goulash.
I do the
Do
best.
you really? I got to taste some
I
of that.
only cook 5 meals, and I learned by side my second husband, which is Szasz. And my first husband, we had living gardener, living maid.
What did your
and
first husband do?
He was the most famous oral surgeon and dentist. And he had patient tons of it, you know. I remember I put the money on the head to head and run down by side the Lake Balaton.
I'm looking
not
at you
to
right
buy
now.
Houses.
I'm looking at you right now. Are you having a good time in America?
With you, yes.
No, do you find it?
I know you 28 years and you
20-some
don't
years,
change.
right.
And you don't change. I adore you.
You're having a
You
good
have
time.
to tell me the secret.
What makes you sad sometimes? What makes you sad?
I tell you, when I listening on the radio how many million American children starving.
American children are starving.
That makes you sad because we should take care or people or children or
Americans don't take
retired
care of their own
people.
people. They
Yes.
take care of everybody else but their own.
Why?
Well, that's America.
Yeah,
look,
but
look at the impeachment today. That is America. They're carrying on about the president.
that's the
What he
biggest
did.
shame
Well, that's
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
that's our president. And if you scratch the French president or the English queen husband,
Yes.
he has a mistress in
of course.
Paris. Come on.
Everybody. Now, this thing about
He got
in
caught.
Budapest. with this, the
Kennedy
Winnipeg-
didn't got caught.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Tell
know
me something.
that.
What is your, well, let's see. What is your best advice for young artists? Because you help a lot of young artists in this. Because I know you helped my friend who is a wonderful artist. You had an art show for him. I did a show with him in Germany. My wonderful dancer, entertainer. You know who I'm talking about? Our wonderful boy. He does Sammy Davis Jr. and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And tell me, you help a lot of people. What advice
That's
would
my
you
duty.
give? What-
You know, I never shared with you. 92, 2 minutes from my house, I had a terrible car accident. I was 8 days in coma.
8 days in
that's
coma?
the day when I stopped to collect jewelry, hats, but I already had 200 hats. I
Right,
really
right.
don't
You
need
like
to
to
collect
give-
more. And now I am asking God why I am here. And I think I am here for the reason, you know, young artists, like if
Right.
you are a soccer player,
Yes.
let's say you're very good, but you don't get chosen in the 11 one
Right.
to
right.
be on the field.
Yes.
You're never able to kick goal.
I see.
Same with the art. If somebody doesn't give you a chance to make a show and doesn't help to expose your talent, your work,
Yes.
you never will be well known. And that's what I did for my husband. I'm a pretty good manager.
But you bring a lot of art people to your little gallery, and you go around town helping others too.
Yes. And we have
You get
every
big
6
jo- you-
weeks a very
Lula,
nice
you get
event.
great joy out of that. You get great joy out of it.
Very great.
What's your philosophy?
We-
What's your philosophy in life?
It's in this book. It's
Is it?
to have courage to live life. To say to the life, come on, face to face, not in my back, and punch me, and I can take your punch. Because life is too long if you're lucky. And you get up and down, for sure, everybody does. And then when you're done, like I talk with Cher, you have the way to go on the up and the top again.
What has been the
Once-
hardest for you then, Lula? What has been the hardest for Lula?
The hardest
Szasz?
when I came out from the coma and I don't remember.
Really?
Then that's the hardest
scared.
one.
Was it scary?
Very.
You don't remember things?
No.
Really?
And you had to learn everything, and it's come back to you, you know. But that's the hardest. Nothing else really hard, because don't forget, what it's sacrificing today, it makes you stronger,
Right.
and it makes tomorrow
Right.
a luck and a fortune for you.
Yes. What
course.
makes life
Yes.
important for you right now? What makes life important for Lula Szasz right now?
To make it sure my husband is in good health and
You
he
speak to him
still
all the
can-
time? You speak to-
Yes, he still can create, because he has so much still to tell. In Artent, he had 4 bypass, and he's a very naughty boy. He's still smoking like a chimney.
Smoke, smoke,
Yes,
smoke, and
he
drink
had
coffee.
in London a report. Yes, espresso
Coffee.
coffee. He had a report in London when we looked later on. He smoked 2-hand cigarettes.
Really?
Ask me something. I am a bad actress.
Yes, go ahead. Why are you smoking?
Oh, you know, I really doesn't know, but it's a habit.
Have you acted in Hollywood? Because you're such a wonderful flair of you have a good style, because I see you all over town, and they love you because you dress beautifully, you have wonderful style about you, which
know,
American
that
women
hat,
don't have style.
But the American woman has beautiful figure, a nice attitude, but they should wear hats and gloves.
They should wear hats and gloves.
I mean
Lula
it.
always wears hats and gloves. That's a lady,
Yes,
though. See,
yes,
that
yes.
is European. That's
I learned from my mom.
Are
My
you friends
poor-
with Are you friends with Jaja?
Yes,
Yes?
she's very sweet. She's not like the story. And I know so well Liberace. And he was not at all like he talked on the stage.
Liberace? He was wonderful. Lee, I knew
He
him too.
was so
I knew Lee very
sweet.
well.
He talked very normal.
Of course he talked
You know, when
normal.
he went on the stage, you saw those rings? It's so beautiful.
Oh, that's
and
just showmanship.
Not in
which
the
he,
life.
Which he had a great. Are you spiritual, Lula?
I hope
I mean,
so.
spiritual, like. You know.
I hope so. You know why I have to be? When I never believed all those stories to go in the afterlife or
Right.
the tunnel and the light. That's all true.
You're going to sit there telling
in
me.
the coma,
Yeah.
I went all of this.
Lula.
My life ran back. I met with everybody who's dead. I didn't met in the run back movie when I was in coma with who is in life. But I was in the tunnel.
You saw a tunnel.
A tunnel. And when I was
Really?
very young, I was a ballet dancer. And I wear the ballet shoes, the ballet dress, and I cheat. Because here is the tunnel, and I went in the middle because it's hot or cold. You don't know, but very bright light. And end of the tunnel, even more light. Like here, when I look in the lamp. And you know you have to get there. And I slowed down. I went to ballet 3, you know, on the same spot. When you reach the end, and you don't hear, and the mouth is, then you are not belong there. And I opened my eye, and there was the Beverly Hills fire department captain who cut me out from the car.
God, that
Yeah.
must have been a terrible accident. Lula,
Yeah.
well, you're okay now. Thank God for that. And you're helping people. How about an actress? You don't want to be an actress? Because you know all the actors in town. You sell
Yes.
paintings to a lot of them. They're a lot of your friends.
Yes, it's true. You know, I would hate
And do a book
to-
about your life story. I think they'd make a movie about Lula Szasz. I think it would be a wonderful story. Very colorful, very, you know, a woman comes from Budapest
That-
and had a tough time as a child and married 2 wonderful men.
Yes, it's
Lived
true.
in Toronto, came here. Look at you, very successful.
Thank
a
you so
wonderful
much.
shop.
But don't forget, I work for it.
Yes, European people do work harder than
But
Americans.
I enjoy it. I never
what
would
makes
stop.
How do you relax? How does Lula
read,
Szasz relax?
read books, watching the 60 Minutes, and not too much TV, unfortunately, watching you, of course. And I love animal movies.
You like animals?
shows.
Are you love animals? You have a dog, don't you?
I have 9 dogs.
9? 9 dogs?
Yes, here in Los Angeles, I have the giant schnauzer, 14 months old, that high.
Oh, God. Really? 9 dogs?
Next time I would
So
like
you
to
love
bring to
animals,
you.
huh?
They love me.
Yeah, everybody loves animals. I love animals, too. I had a lovely little bijou, a little teacup poodle, and I just loved it. It was... What has been the wildest...
May I interrupt?
Go ahead.
My husband used to say whenever he meet, not like here they ask, which month, which sign you want. He don't care that. He says, what kind of dog do you have? And if they say, I don't, how you can live without a dog?
What has been the wildest gossip that you heard about your...